Recording in progress.
I welcome all to the 14th and the final session of the 5-day-long online Atal FDP on evolving role of AI and ML in state-of-the-art research and development, organized by Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Institute of Engineering and Management. We are fortunate to have with us today our guest, Mr. Aviraldwivedi. Sir had been taking few sessions so far. So a quick recap of what Sir has gone through. So in this first session, Sir introduced us to computational thinking and history of XR. In his next session, he introduced us to rendering pipeline and game engine. And today he's going to speak on making our first VR and AR application. I once again welcome you, Sir, to this session. Over to you now.
Thank you so much, such a beautiful introduction. And really thank you to IEM for hosting this session. And yeah, AICTE for organizing this great sessions all over India. So many great sessions are happening because of them. And especially TechX Lab for nominating us. So yeah, let's start today's session. I'll start sharing my screen to you guys.
Right.
So let me know if my screen is visible there.
Yeah, yes, it is, sir.
My screen is visible there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my iPad screens today, and I'll explain on my iPad, and then you'll guys be able to see that what we're going to do today, right? So let me share my iPad screen with you guys. Yeah, I hope now it's visible. Let me just go and talk about today's session. We're gonna dive into virtual reality and augmented reality application making. So we'll create a first setup, and we'll create very simple implementation. It will basically give you the idea that how or what you can interact with the particular SDK. It will not be very in depth, but it will be more introductory. And let me just write some of the things for you guys. So color blue, and yeah, so we'll be talking about today about AR and VR both. All right, so we'll create both of the SDKs, both of the applications. So when it comes to augmented reality, as I told you guys, there are several ways of creating this, and there are three fundamental principles when we are working on augmented reality. And what were those three fundamental principles? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody type in chat? I'm looking at the chats right now, so if anybody can tell me those fundamental principles, what we talked about. Is anyone typing?
No, I do not see anybody typing in the chat box. So I request the participant.
Yeah, please type in the chat box. I talked
Sorry,
about,
the chat box.
I explained AR, and I told that there are three fundamental things which you need to care about whenever we are talking about AR. So can anyone type in chat that what they were? Every day I'm giving attendance. Please correct details which I have given. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Nobody remember. That is very obvious. Awesome. So the things we're gonna talk about, the fundamental things I told you guys about were first first thing what matters in is reality. So I'm going to add reality. What was the second thing which does matter? Understanding of reality, and which comes from intelligence. And the third thing which matters is augmentation or addition. Sorry, the blue color. Uh, Augmentation, or you can also say addition. Okay. So these are three fundamental parts of any application which is into virtual reality or augmented reality, I would say. Okay, so when it comes to AR or VR, we are going to make sure that these things, three things are there. There are several SDK which works on augmented reality, several SDK which works for uh, this virtual reality. It literally depends on what kind of product you are creating or what are your uh, objectives, what you want to do. Based on that, you select your SDKs and don't worry about attendance. So if you don't learn anything, it really doesn't matter if you have the attendance or not. So yeah, let's come to SDKs. That which SDKs are we are going to use today. The one we are going to use is for Google Cardboard. All right, we are going to use today Google AR Core, and with that we are also going to use AR Foundation from Unity. All right, so these two SDKs that we are going to use, these are SDKs. SDK means software development kits, right? So these two which we are going to use today and built our project in this. So there are several others, and each SDK comes with some sort of let's say feature which you can use or utilize. So for example, if you need to understand about images, so this SDK solves all three problems. So it solves the reality, it solves the intelligence, and it also gives you anchoring to solve this augmentation problem. So all three things are solved using this. So there are several SDKs, several other SDKs. I'm going to name some of the SDKs here as well. So for example, and why these SDKs are popular for. So let's say there is an SDK which is popular as AR Core. This is made by Google. Unity also has an extension on top of AR Core called AR Foundation. It's a beautiful one. I'll tell you that what it's used for. If you are coding for iOS, the SDK we basically use on iOS is called ARKit. If you are doing a lot of cloud-based image processing or cloud-based image recognition, you're gonna use an SDK called Vuforia. Okay, so based on what purpose you want to use it for, there are several SDKs you can take a look into. Okay, so this is what we are going to do today: AR Core and AR Foundation. All right, so let's come here, and here we're gonna write about VR. In VR, we are going to use in VR basically there are a few things which are important. That one, we have to track the rotation of head. So the player's head is going to be inside the headset. So obviously we have to care about that, where the player is looking at. Based on that, we'll track the rotation of head. We'll also track the acceleration of the device. We'll track acceleration, and what else we will track? We will be tracking, let's say, we'll track some sort of inputs from the device. Okay? The three things required here are these, and what SDK can provide these three things is basically an SDK call. And what device we are using? Here we are using the mobile phone only. This is why we are using this SDK. If I was using some other headset, let's say if I was using Oculus, or if I was using a different headset, based on that I would have chosen the SDK. But right now I'm going to build this application for a mobile phone, so I'm going to using an SDK called uh, Google's Cardboard SDK. Google Cardboard VR SDK, we're gonna use it. All right, and this will provide us all these three things. Which three things? This, and this. Okay, all three things will be provided to us by this Google Cardboard VR SDK. Okay, so let's talk about some of the sensors when we are talking about uh, VR. So here are some sensors which will be used, because if your device is not going to have these sensors, these applications will not work. What sensors are required? One is in the mobile phone. We are talking about the mobile. Okay, obviously the Android operating system is required, but there are some a few sensors which are also required. Let's say one of that sensor is uh, gyroscope, accelerometer, and third one is magnetometer. Okay, how do we know that we have these sensors or not? So gyroscope is mostly available in all phones mostly, and accelerometer as well. If there is no accelerometer in the phone, you will not be able to tilt your phone. If you tilt your phone, your skin and your screen switches, so it means it does know that where is the gravity and everything. So based on that, the accelerometer works. It has to know where is the gravity, where the moment is happening. And if your phone does not have a magnetometer, which means you cannot use compass on your phone. So these three sensors are required. So mostly phones have these sensors, and that's what we are going to do. So this is what we are doing today. If you have any questions, please ask me regarding previous sessions or regarding this session before we start. Any questions, guys? So questions as always. So let me share my screen once again. Yep, now you can see the screen, and let me start this application called Unity. I told you guys in the previous session to install Unity so that you can also follow along. But if you don't have installed, no worries. I have shared you the link. I have shared what you could install. I don't think want to install. So that's fine with them. Okay, so let's create a new project. It's called IEM Unity demo. We created last time, and we have to choose something between 2019, because with 2020 version, so here is the installs, and there are multiple installs you can see. let's say this is one install called 2014 2019 by 4.2. So you have to make sure that your SDK version is somewhere around 2019. If you install the latest version, the cardboard VR might not work because cardboard VR stopped their operations after 2019. Okay, so let's say, and you also must have the Android module. So I have told that how to install Unity SDK in that particular video. I'm sorry. You can look into that and know how you can follow along. All right, so let's try to build this app on this version 2019.4.2. I'm going to create a new app and gonna name it IEM VR, or maybe AICTE VR demo app. All right, so let's create this app. So now Unity is going to create initialize a project for us, and it's creating the blank project for us. If you still have any questions, please type in the question box, or if you are not watching the webinar, it's okay, it's fine. But if you're watching, please type your questions. All right, so we have Unity opened. First thing what we're gonna do, we're going to switch to this Android. So there are plenty of things which you can build from Unity, like Android for tvOS. tvOS is Android TVs, for PS4, for iOS projects, for Xbox projects, PS5 projects, WebGL, whatever you want to build, you can build from here. So I'll switch and I'm gonna build for Android. So let's switch it on the Android. There are few more things which we'll do. Right, our project blank project is switching to Android project. Now it will be converted into an Android project. All right, so there are a few more settings. I'll go to build setting again and go on player setting. I have these player settings here. All right, I'll do some player setting. So what I'll do, I'll first choose the company name, because this is important. Based on that, our product name is decided. And yeah, and we'll check here that in the other settings. Okay, there is Vulkan. You don't require Vulkan in the graphic API. OpenGL3 is fine, so I'll remove the Vulkan. It's very important to remove a Vulkan, right? And we'll see that this name is there, but I want to choose name something else. Even this is fine, but okay, let's say product name, this is fine. AICT demo app is fine. Okay, all right, so minimum API version is 4.4. I think it's fine. We can keep 4.4 for the VR project. For AR one, we'll choose something different. And let's do later the settings. I'm going to use this click on this XR settings and choose virtual reality supported, and going to choose what kind of virtual reality. Cardboard SDK virtual reality. Okay, so I'm going to click on the plus and select the cardboard, and now cardboard related packages are being imported. All right, now the cardboard support is imported. Okay, so you can see here, but there is one more cardboard SDK which you require. So for that, I'm going to go to Google and write for uh, Google Google Cardboard VR. All right, we are going to look for Google Cardboard VR. You can see this is the site, but I'm looking for the GitHub link for Google Cardboard VR. This is Google Cardboard VR site. And you can see these are kind of headset, and you put your phone in this headset and you will be able to assume that something is looking in VR. Okay, so this is the kind of application we are going to build now. All right, so go for developers. I don't think they have the SDK here. Google Cardboard VR is almost down, so I'm going to search for Google GVR SDK. Okay, so if you write GVR SDK, this will give you this GitHub link, and this is not our SDK. No, even not this one. Google VR SDK, VR Cardboard SDK Unity. Not this one, not this one. None of these are SDKs. I'm looking for the correct SDK path. Uh, will Cardboard VR? No, not this one. This is what's wrong with Google, that they have removed the API support. VR SDK Unity 2019. Not this one, not this one, not this one. Yeah, this one. Is this one? No, not this one, because this one requires 17.4. We don't want this one. Actually, I have the APK downloaded, but I don't remember I downloaded it from exactly which GitHub. I remember it's from one GitHub source. It's not the SDK. It's not correct one. Yeah, this one is. It's very hard to search for it. The GVR SDK for Unity I typed, and somehow finally it came. Alright, so this is the SDK which you require to build it, and here is the Unity package, and good thing is it's open source, so you can also download it. If you click it, the SDK will be downloaded. I have it downloaded already, so it's
Sir, may I interrupt a little bit?
yeah, please.
Actually, sir, the screen is not actually visible. It's little faded. So can it be, enlarged, or maybe because the writings cannot be seen? There's some
Wait,
comment in the screen, I mean, the chat box.
wait a second. Hold on. Let me
Yeah, all right.
check the video settings. I'll make my video HD here. Let's wait for a second. I don't know how to do it in Zoom. No, 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 no. Go it in advance. Video backup, no. There's no quality settings. Where do you set the quality for video?
The quality settings are
Qualities are generally automatic. Sir, in video, the only option that you will get is just under selecting the camera, there is a HD option
It's already
checkbox.
SD. It's
Yeah,
under video settings. It's already SD.
okay.
My
Other than,
output is SD, but Zoom is optimizing it.
yes, Zoom actually does optimization on its own.
This is fine. No, no, we require this.
Is
Otherwise,
it
we'll not.
possible for you to enlarge the font size of Unity?
What?
For the Unity platform, is it possible to enlarge the font size?
No, it's not possible.
Okay.
It's Zoom's problem actually. It's not sending the full feed. What I could suggest is I don't know why there is no setting option. I hate Zoom. It's the worst app possible. There's no setting option. Can you check on your end if there is any setting?
We are checking. We are checking. If it is possible from our end, we'll and we'll do it. I don't think there is. I have been checking parallelly at the same time.
Okay, I'll try to restart this. All right. Reconnect on Zoom. I hope this fixes now.
Recording in progress.
Is my video any? Is my I don't have a mic setting. Can you re-allow me? Hello. Yeah, finally my mic is on. Uh, I guess now the video will be better. Uh, let's check if it's better for you guys now. Any better now? Yes. Okay. Cool. So we have downloaded the SDK and I have shared the link of the SDK. Please save this SDK link here. All right, it's in the chat. So let's import it. You can go to assets and then go to import package and that custom package. Now you can go to your downloads and select the package SDK. So now the SDK is being imported and now everything is imported into your project. So you can see it will create one folder where all the SDK related things will be there. All right, so as you can see, everything is imported. Now you can see one more folder here. In this, there is everything which you need to basically see regarding that particular SDK. Right. So now we'll create a scene for let's create a cube. I told you guys there is inspector, and inspector will set the settings. So let's make it 100. Let's also make this 100. All right, and let's create some materials to make the color rangeen. All right, let's create a material, name it M0, and we can duplicate it multiple times. Right, so we are going to create multiple color like green, wait, green. All right, and this could be, let's say, red, dark red. This one could be, so let's say, blue. This one could be, let's say, somewhere here, violet, and this one could be a different color, let's say black. Okay, so we have several colors here. This is our cube, and let's make this cube green, so you can drag it here and cube will become green. Okay, we have dragged it in the cube itself and it become green. And now we need to make rename this cube as floor, because this is going to act as a floor for our scene. I'm going to create one, let's say, sphere. Let's say create one sphere. All right, we have one sphere. Make it a little bigger. All right, and remember the rotator script we created. We are going to create some similar rotator script. Let's create one more cube inside this, right? And make this cube a little patla, a little chota, and a little lamba, like this. All right, so we created a cube rotator like this. Let's create a script folder. Create a folder called scripts. Right, in this I'm going to create one script like similar rotator. All right, let's do the same thing which we did yesterday. We are going to rotate this at some particular angle. Public vector 3 rotation, and here I'm going to do transform dot rotate by rotation. All right, this is our simple script for adding rotation to this object. All right, let's add rotation of let's say 3. Okay, so let me also color this cube. So let's pick our color, let's say blue, and let's say this is going to be black. Okay, so when we play this, this will become a helicopter like this. All right, so something like this is there. And what else we can add? Let's add one more particular thing. Let's say a 3D cube. All right, yeah, this is our cube. 1 second, I'll do one thing with floor. Make this floor 0.1. All right, in this case, this floor is 0.1 only, and let's make it uh, 0. 1 was fine, I guess. Yeah, somewhere here. Let's put it here somewhere. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, and now we are going to create our normal camera into a VR camera. So to do that, let me create an empty object called VR rig. VR, all you can also call it cam rig, mean camera rig. In this you can drag your camera. It's very important to reset your camera, so reset, and now where the camera is looking at nowhere, but you can drag it and place it here somewhere, and that's how it's looking at the entire scene, I would say. All right, so let's say I want to make this cube up. Okay, why I want to make it up, you'll know. By default the camera cannot see the cube. All right, the camera will be able to see the cube only when when camera will move. Okay, and you will know when camera will move. All right, so this is our cube. This is a very important character, so name it, set this character red. All right, so let's add some things on this camera so that it could become a VR camera. Okay, so there are some prefab which we require right now. Let's say one editor prefab which will help us run the GVR editor. So I'll place this GVR editor in the hierarchy somewhere, anywhere else you can place it. One more we require is like events, GVR event. So we need GVR event system. All right, these are Google prefabs which you require. On this you require some ray casting. So ray casting physics, you need some sort of ray casting physics on top of this. All right, you also need a reticle, GVR reticle. Okay, let's drag it under this and make sure this is 000. So now when we run this game, you can press now, since we have this editor emulator, you can press Alt and move up, and then you can see this cube. All right, and you cannot interact with this. Let's say you can interact with this only. All right, so now you can see anywhere in the editor, and you are also looking at one reticle. Okay, so this is our script. So let's add some interaction to the cube. Let's add some interaction to some of the objects. We need to do some sort of interaction with some of our objects. So to do so, let's add some scripts. So if you have to interact with some object, you have to add some in cardboard VR. You have to add some sort of objects. Let's say add a event trigger. All right. In our sphere, I'm adding one object called event trigger. Okay, this is a simple object. Let's add pointer enter and pointer exit, two events on top of this. And what this event will do, will decide that what this event will do in our scripts. So I'm going to create one script. I'll say stop rotation. Okay, let's say stop rotation. Okay. Okay, I'm going to call this a script called stop rotation. This script is going to access is going to sit on this particular object, and this particular object also has one script called rotator. So it will access this particular script called public rotator rotator. You can also call it rotator reference. All right. So let's do a void function, void start. In the start, what we'll do, we'll fetch that particular script. Rotator reference is equal to get component and that rotator. So we'll receive that rotator component in this rotator reference. And now we'll implement two functions. One is we have implemented from pointer down and pointer up. So public void on pointer enter. Okay. On pointer enter, I have added one function, and I can add one function as on pointer exit. On pointer exit. So let's see what happens when we go to here and run this. Right now on the sphere, let me just add this stop rotation script. Make it you can make it up. So here is your stop rotation. You can also drag it here, but it will fetch it in the start only. Right. Let me just play and run this scene. Let me know if you see any difference or not. So you saw any difference? Now your pointer is becoming greater when it's coming to this particular object, and it is not happening on this object, but is happening only on this object. All right. So this is what your pointer is doing. Why this is doing? Because it has an event function, or event. It's just telling you that I have set up correctly, and on event I'll do something. So whenever the event enter, I'll do something. Whenever it get exit, I'll do something. So let's say on let's say we save this value, that whatever the value were, public not public, let's say vector3 call saved value. Okay, and the rotation sorry, saved value equal to rotation reference dot rotation. All right, and we have saved this value. So on the pointer whenever we enter, we'll say rotation equal to vector3 dot 0. All right, so whenever we will enter it, it means the rotation will set to 0, and whenever we'll exit, rotation dot rotation will set to this saved value. Okay, and now we have to give reference to these functions. So go here and add reference to these functions. So stop reference here. The script name is script name is stop rotation, and here this is the pointer enter event. All right, same thing with here. Go in here, add stop rotation rotator. Sorry, stop rotation and pointer exit event. We have added these two events, and let's say when we'll run, what will happen? Okay, so when I go on this, you can see it's stopped. It's 100% stopped. If I exit, it's again moving, stopped, and exit, stopped, exit, stop, exit, stop, exit. It means it is working very good. Right, it is working very good. But now I'll add some more references to that object. Okay, so let's try to add some sort of interaction to that object, which is the red floating cube. All right, let me just add some sort of interaction to that. Let's say something similar script. So I'm going to create one more script. Let's say cube interaction. All right, cube interaction, and I'll put this script to cube. Okay, so let's take a public or not, doesn't require a public reference call. Let's take one material uh, cube mat cube material, right? And create a start function in which we'll access the material public uh, cube mat equal to uh, get component mesh renderer dot material. Okay, so we got the material. Now again, same functions will create. Whatever those functions, these were those functions. Pointer, we'll create one more function, that pointer exit as well. Okay, we'll create one more function called pointer exit as well. Pointer click as well. So the last function will be pointer click. Okay, and this time we don't have to do these things. We'll do something different. So what we'll do, let's say on this pointer enter, what we want to do, we want to change the color of this cube. Okay, so cube mat dot it's already a material dot color equal to color dot black. Let's say make it black whenever it uh, hovers on top of it, and change it to red whenever it exits it. Okay, and add gravity if somebody clicks on it. Okay, so how do we add gravity? We have to add rigid body. Game object dot add component rigid body, boom. Okay, we'll add rigid body and it will fall. Okay, so whenever we'll click, this particular thing will fall, and we have to do the same thing with this as well. We have to add event trigger, and then we have to add cube interaction is already there. All right, so we can create same functions, pointer enter, pointer exit, and pointer click. Okay, we added the three events. So let me add the event. Okay, which event we want in the cube interaction? We want pointer enter. Similarly to this, we'll add pointer cube interaction pointer exit, and similarly here as well, cube interaction pointer click. We need to add cube interaction pointer click on pointer click. Okay, so we added all the code. Let's test it. Okay, I'm going to this is stopping. I'm going up on this. Okay, this is, look at this is changing color, right? Right, and if I press this, I can make it fall, right? So this is happening like this. So let me do one more thing. I'll make this sphere a little bit low. Okay, otherwise the physics will not react as we wanted. Let's add the sphere here only. Okay, it's not hitting it. I want it to hit it. Okay, so I'll make the sphere a little bit even more lower, somewhere like this. Okay, so Okay, now I'll make it drop. Why is it going above or something? Let me just click the cube. Yeah, I don't think it's going above. Yeah, it's going above actually. Okay, so even a little more, even lower, so that it could hit the cube, or let's say we'll increase the size of cube 2 Okay, now the cube is 2 meter, huge cube. Okay, so let's make the cube fall, and you can see now it's far from the reach, but that is how it's working. All right, so this is our demo, and then what we can also do, we can create multiple cubes, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so 2 is going to be somewhere here and here, and then 3 is going to be somewhere here and here, and 4 is going to be somewhere here. So there are multiple cubes which they all the cubes will basically do as I want on this particular instance. Okay, so this is a very lame type of game which we have created here, and let's see how it will run on Android. All right, so we have done almost all the settings which we require to run it on Android. So first setting we need to do is basically add this sample scene here. So let's say add open scene, it will be added to our build, and let's check all the settings quickly. So in this you can see the name of the game which will be there. So let's say I want to change the name. I want to call it uh, AICTE, and let's say VR app. Okay, VR is okay. AICTE VR. Okay, this name is correct. Uh, let's go in resolution and setting, and this is on auto rotate. Let's set it to landscape. Let's say left. Okay, it will always be landscape left. Virtual reality is upon landscape left will be the default. Default will be landscape left only, but I have set it to landscape left. Okay, and here something else we require. No, I don't think. No, we are all set here as well. We are all set. Okay, so let's build it. I'm going to name this application again the same thing, AICTE V AICTE VR. All right, and it will be an APK. So now Unity is building an APK for us. So it takes a little bit of time, but the patience is worth. All right, so now it's blinking, which means I have my APK ready. It's a 20 MB APK. So with Unity, you can create almost everything. You can also create applications. So all sort of applications can be created. All sort of games can be created. All sort of VR, AR. So Unity is a very powerful engine, I would say. And if you get comfortable with it, you can create almost everything with virtual reality. So we are also going to use this application on our phone. So for that, let me just connect my phone. I'll share the screen from my phone. So in the same software, this is a powerful software called Airdroid. You can also share my see my screen here. So let me just set it to screen mirroring, and I got the permission. It is connecting. It should be connecting. Taking some time. I don't know why, but it should be connecting. Let me restart app on my end. Airdroid. Let me check my Wi-Fi. That is it. It connects very smoothly, but most of the time when I'm doing some presentation or something, it takes hell lot of time. I don't know why. Usually it works really smooth, but when we really do need it, it doesn't work that smooth. Awesome. I know that you won't be able to. Let me just restart this on this end and try this again. All right. So we are here. Let's go to Samsung and do screen mirroring. And I got permission. Okay, it's I don't think it's working. Switch to general mode. What is happening in general mode? I don't think this is can I access camera? Local connection mode. No, first there is some problem. I don't know why. What tools you guys use to share screen? What I can do, I can share this screen only 1 second. Huh? Wait, I can share this meeting link on my phone and then share my screen from there directly only. All right, so let me go to. I don't want this here. I can access everything but not mirror my phone. I don't know why. Okay, let me try going there. Mhm. I hate Zoom. It doesn't work here, I guess. No, it will not work on my phone. It will not work. Okay, let me just do it a different way. I'll share on my iPad screen that what is happening. Okay, so let me just connected my iPad screen again. iPad view is on again, and let me share it through my iPad screen. I'll share the process from there. Okay, I hope you can see my iPad screen now. I'm not sure. Okay, you guys can see the iPad now, right? Okay, awesome. So here we'll from this iPad, I'll open camera and show you guys what's happening on my phone. Okay, so this is my phone. Uh, I guess now we can see it better. Okay, so this is our app which we need to install. Let's click on install. It's already installed, so then click on open. All right, we have got our application running. As you can see, it's a 3D VR app, and when we go on this cube, and when I click on screen, this drops. And let me select one more cube for drop. Yeah, this cube, and make it drop. Okay, and so you can see I can look around everywhere, and I can look drop the cubes. Okay, so that is the application, and that is how it's running on the iPad. So I guess we better do the Q&A for this rather than doing further session on AR as well, because I have another meeting to catch up, and I don't think I will be able to if I do the AR session as well. So I hope you understood this one, and I hope you got the sense of how to create this app. Wait a second now. Let me get back to the Zoom. AR. What is this? Okay, awesome. Okay, so what I have don't have time to do And I guess you guys also don't have much time to do the AR version of the same app. But what you can do, you can practice for AR. I'll give you one link from where you can learn about the AR. So let me show you one video. There I built one AR application. All right. Similarly, so if you go here and type about AR, so you'll find this application, this particular video. In this,
Hey guys,
I
this is
have
me Avid Dwivedi
explained
और आप मुझे देख रहे हो एक्सटेंडेड रियलिटी।
in this I have explained that how you gonna build your AR application. So this is the AR application with, and how you can place your flag on your laptop or place any object in your environment. This is about that. It is detecting surfaces and it is placing objects on those surfaces. So I have explained the entire procedure and built the app on this one. So you can also follow along with this video. And the session we did is also available on this channel only. So subscribe to this channel and you'll be able to learn a lot of things from here only. The previous session which we did is also there. The first session is not here, so if you guys provide the link for the first session which we did here, I'll share that as well, so that you'll be able to learn all from this session. I'm sharing you guys link for the AR one, so you guys can learn the AR from there. Now if you can add, if any question is there to me, I'll be able to answer your questions regarding the VR app which we just built. I don't know why the screen sharing didn't work on Android, but that wasted a lot of time.
All right, so there is one question, sir, for you.
Yeah, ma'am, please ask.
Yeah,